Welcome to the Big Energy Podcast, where the brilliant electrifying mind starts to blast. It's a lifestyle, a frequency, a sacred vow. If you see it in your mind, you can see it right now. I remember the sting from the plastic bowl, eating ramen noodles just to feed my soul. Late nights, cold floors, and a hungry heart. But I had the blueprint, I had the art. I looked at the ceiling and I saw a map, mapping out the dirty clothes and every gap. It's a mindset shift, it's a total change. Rearranging the stars within my range, from the corner store to the global stage. I'm turning the leaf, I'm burning the page. I wasn't just dreaming, I was building the frame, putting the respect on my family name. Big energy.
Welcome to another episode of the Big Energy Podcast. Today, we're here with a knockout conversation. I'm just kidding. We're here with Pryce Taylor, 11-0 heavyweight boxer. Do you hear what I'm telling you? What's going on with you, brother?
I'm doing good.
Doing good?
What's up?
Nice to meet you, man. It's good to be sitting next to somebody who's been working on their craft and studying the science of boxing, heavyweight boxing on top of that. You know, we haven't had a chance to see someone so phenomenal with their hands and light on their feet and really keeping the mindset out there in that ring. So tell me, where you from and when you started?
I'm from Brooklyn, New York. I started in Brooklyn, New York, and I plan on finishing in Brooklyn, New York. Maybe have a couple houses out there, but I think New York is my place to be. I've been other places, and New York is where I feel like it's more compatible for me,
Okay.
I feel like New York is the end all be all.
This episode is brought to you by Matthew Family Counseling.
Brooklyn, honestly. One of my coworkers at the time, he was a boxer. I just, finished playing basketball or finished my basketball career, and realizing that basketball wasn't going to work out for me. I wasn't going to go where I wanted to be, and that's the NBA. And once I came to that realization, I started watching a certain TV show called Hajime no Ippo. It's a boxing anime, and I was like, shoot, why did I box? I still got this. I still got the skills I got from basketball, so I'm also adding into boxing.
Right.
I see him doing it. I'm like, even though he's a cartoon, but it's like, in my mind, cartoon TV, all that. It's not just cartoons. It's a way of life, and someone's getting these ideas from someone.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, if I can be part of that idea one day, that would be amazing. I'll be put into the blueprint or like I'll be put into the books of, one of the greatest. And I decided to, why not test boxing out? And boxing ended up being that thing, that it for me.
So you literally looked at the vision for yourself and already saw yourself in the boxing ring just from looking at it.
Yeah.
Just that moment. What was the age that it started for you?
Yeah, I was like 2021. And
Okay.
that year is 2027. Just finished 1 year of college. And then college didn't work out. I decided to work, I did an internship, paid internship. And that's when I found, I was introduced to boxing by my coworker at the time because he was a boxer. He was boxing at this gym called Constant Kids. And I wanted to know how much it was. He said it was free for for kids under 21. Shoot, thank God.
Right.
Because
Just really made it. Right?
yeah, honestly, if I didn't find Thompson kids, I wouldn't be boxing. Because it's very expensive to box, and it's very time consuming. Because me, all the experience I've got, all the time I've spent boxing and learning about boxing and learning the rules and what it takes to be a great boxer. You realize that the coach is the one that takes the brunt of if someone fails,
Right, absolutely.
or if someone doesn't want to do it anymore,
Right.
in the midst of him training them. So now the coach is that's why coaches their prices be crazy, because they got this is time that they wasting. They trying to build you up, and out of nowhere now you don't want to box anymore.
Right. After putting all that time in, you got somebody. What's the fight or flight.
Right.
And a lot of those people usually end up flighting after they end up putting that time in.
Yeah.
What was and shout out to the people who gave this man this start, guy. If it wasn't for you, he wouldn't be sitting in this position right now. So you are definitely appreciated.
Yeah, shout out Cops and Kids.
Yeah. Shout out to y'all. So what was it, the moment like, the energy like for you, the mindset when you got like your very first fight?
I couldn't wait. I was excited. I was waiting for that time to come. Unfortunately, I didn't win my first fight. But it was a lesson. I learned from it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And after that, I beat him every other time. Every time we fought, I didn't lose to him never again. And it's just that me, I'm a fast learner. Personally, and I'm very good with details. Once someone tells me something, I'm gonna try to figure it out until I get it. I'm not the type of person that if you tell me something, I'm not gonna take heed to it. Nah, I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna take that, put it in my arsenal, and make sure it's muscle memory. I'm gonna have it in there in the back of my head to be used at a time that's necessary.
Absolutely. So you definitely process and take the mental data and turn it into physical.
Yeah.
When you in each fight that you walk into, and especially from the first loss.
Yeah.
What was a couple of things that you had taken from the first loss that gave you the momentum that you have now with the fights that you have accumulated?
No, yeah, it's been in my head forever. I always think about this because all the losses I ever had, that's the thing I think about, and that's how I get better. So from that, my first loss ever, I was just basically trying to, make him miss, right? Not knowing that if he's like, even though he's throwing punches and he's not landing, he's still winning the fight, kind of.
Yep.
Yeah, I can hit him a little bit, but if I'm not throwing back and I'm not punching him back while he's throwing all these punches that's missing,
absolutely,
he's still going to win.
Absolutely.
And that's what happened. He won by split decision. Yeah. So after that, and some people talked to me in the back. He was like, "Yo, yeah, you wasn't throwing any punches." I was like, "I bet."
So you definitely learned to be not just working on your defense, but being also a defensive counter.
Yep. Worked on my counters, worked on my, punches, worked on not standing there in front of my opponent without punching. Those are little things that you got to learn early in your career if you want to become a pro early. If you're not a fast learner, you shouldn't be turned pro early. You should take your time. You should go. You should become an amateur boxer. Get some amateur bouts. You have time. Yeah, you want money now, but the money not gonna come now. The money's gonna come when you get to that level of status of Olympics or nationals, any type of nationals. Then a promoter, someone can pay to believe in you.
Absolutely.
But they trust in you, and that's what I got. Yeah. I got that backing. I got people that trust me, people that's willing to put their money out and put their money because they know I'm an investment.
Right.
And I'm a good investment because I have a good resume, and I can back it up. I can talk the talk.
Right.
When I'm in that ring, I show dominance and I show skill.
Absolutely. With all that being said, for the people who didn't get the quick message in that, take your time, use pace. If you want to become a fighter, you want to be a professional, work your way up to it. Do your homework first. Make sure you're aware of, where your hands need to be, where your feet need to be. Don't go into these rings just jumping to be a professional. You haven't taken time out to do the homework on what it's going to take.
Right.
So make sure that you're doing that. That was definitely a great gym for those who are interested in getting started, whether female or male. You know. So during these fights, what's number one on your playlist when you before you enter the ring? What are you listening to?
No, yeah, I be listening to Party Next Door, man. Party Next Door.
Okay.
Who else? I got that's really what I've been listening to lately. You know, Party Next Door, Drake. They good combo together.
Okay. So R&B guy.
R&B guy.
Okay. Calm before the storm.
Yeah, because you know I always got to be relaxed. If I'm not relaxed,
Yeah.
then I'm not thinking in there. I don't want to be too energetic, and now I'm just trying to get him out of there. And they're calm now. I can't. You know, it happened to me before. I try to get in there. I try to go in there, try to take his head off. He was super calm. You know, he just took he blocked all my punches. You know, second round, I'm tired. I can't even fight no more.
Because you went in there and gave everything you had to early.
Yep. And this is the finals. This is one of the finals, and I regret that. You know, I never got to fight him again. I turned pro, and you know he turned pro too. So hopefully we get that. You know, in the later season, later you know, in our career.
If you're listening, and you will watch this. You will watch this. So he's looking for you.
Yeah, I'm looking.
I'm just a messenger. Don't. Just a messenger. He's looking for you. You know. So what about the mentality entering the ring when there's no music? You know what I mean? Once the music is off, the warm ups is done, and now it's just you walking down this tunnel. Entering the ring, body going through the rope. Do you hear the crowd? Do you not hear the crowd? What's the existence of the mind and body?
I hear the crowd. I take in all the energy. You know, I you know, that's the main thing for me. You know, the crowd.
Okay.
You know, if the crowd ain't there, it don't matter to me. The crowd could be there. The crowd don't have to be there. It doesn't matter. I'm still going to put a performance on. I'm still going to do what I'm supposed to do, and that's win.
This episode is brought to you by Everything Dipped. Absolutely.
At an early age, as a basketball player, the first thing you're supposed to learn is to block the crowd up. You know, because if you don't block the crowd up, now you trying to play. You play to the crowd. You know, you trying to put a performance on for the crowd, not for the team. You're not trying to win for the team.
Absolutely.
Now you trying to show off for the crowd. And the crowd is not the one that be in the gym with you.
No, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So that's the first thing I learned. You know,
learn to block out the noise.
Yeah, block the noise out. Free
Tunnel
throws.
vision.
If you got free throws, you gotta make all those free throws. Because that's how you can lose a game, missing all your free throws.
200%.
Yeah.
200%. And you miss out on the shots you don't take. So please do not hesitate, y'all. Same thing. You gotta have tunnel vision. You basically tell you gotta have tunnel vision, and you gotta be locked into what you're doing, whatever it is that may be. You know, don't worry about the peripheral right now. Stay focused on your tunnel vision.
For sure. And also, yeah, if you got a plan, and you got an idea, you know, go all out. Don't hesitate. You know, the worst thing you could do is regret. You know, and regret is what helps what helps motivate, you know, stagnancy, you know, like staying still.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
Being where you are, mediocrity, you know.
Absolutely.
There's nothing wrong with being mediocre.
Absolutely.
You know, and what it is what's the problem is when you know you can do something and you choose not to. That's the problem with mediocrity. Right? It's not the fact that, oh, this person's mediocre. We're not saying you know, there's nothing wrong being because we need those people.
Absolutely.
We all work together.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know?
Absolutely.
But at the end of the day, if you're capable of more, you're and you got kids,
yeah,
they would love to see you do more.
Absolutely.
You know? Don't hold yourself back because, oh, I got kids. No, your kids want to see you be great.
They want to see you be great.
And they'll know they'll be motivated by you to do what they're capable of doing. You
Absolutely.
know? Or maybe they might piggyback off of you.
Yeah. Yeah.
At the end of the day, you know, you still win.
Yeah.
You know,
no, for sure.
Never hold yourself back.
He's definitely
definitely
letting you know, as much as you may want to quit or give up, your regret is going to hurt you more than you actually keep going, for you to keep going.
Yeah.
So it's better for you to keep going and fight through the pain and get your reward from it, because you're already tired, you're already hurt, you already want to quit, but that's not an option, right? And I'm gonna keep repeating this until y'all get it. If you fail, don't take it personal, because fail just means first attempt in learning, right? Fail just means first attempt in learning, right? So keep that in mind. And if you hear no, no just means next opportunity. Same thing too. Was there any moments that you faced adversity to where like it was telling you no, like in this fight, and you had to like, face against that adversity on not giving up in this fight, even though this guy is not going away?
Mm, not during the actual fight, but in life,
Okay.
don't get it twisted. Yeah, yeah. One day I'm gonna be famous, but one day I was poor. One day I went through this. I was homeless. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't even care about being homeless, because that's not. I knew this wasn't the end all be all. I wasn't gonna be homeless forever. Maybe I might be homeless for 2 years, maybe.
Right, right.
I'm not homeless no more. I got money. I put all in into boxing, and boxing is what's giving me my money and is what's helping me, pay my bills right now. And that's what I planned on it to do. That's what I wanted to do. It's not even about the money, That's why I became homeless, because if it was about the money, I would have never did this. I would have never been boxing. It's about the joy, the fulfillment, how it makes me feel, and what it does to, other. It allows me to, give inspiration to people. People can look up to me, and it's so much more than just, me beating somebody up. At the end of the day, yeah, you're gonna see me beat somebody up, but it's not about that. It's about, the outside. What I can do with, they see me out here, and then they see me in person. Who am I on the outside? And then I can give, motivation to, schools. I can go to people's schools and all that stuff.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Hey, I'm listening. I'm taking it all in too.
yeah, they get people to see
Yeah,
that I'm
yeah.
not. Yeah, I'm a boxer. I'm a regular person when I'm outside the ring.
Yeah.
When I'm in the ring, no, I'm not a regular person. Right, that we're not the same, right?
You
But
know
on
what?
the outside, right now, we're the same people. We touch. I
Yeah.
give that. You know what I'm saying? We
Right. But
what?
if we touch gloves,
Yeah,
then that's different.
it's different.
Yeah,
You
right.
know what I'm saying? It's
Right.
different. When it comes to my craft, and I'm talking to you right now. You know what I'm saying? Whoever's watching, I'm talking to you. Your craft, whatever your craft is, you can't allow someone to try to be equal with you. No, you want to be the best at what you do. You know, that's what you don't want to be average at what you do, right? You want to be above average.
Absolutely.
And being above average means you got to put in the work. Sometimes you got to sacrifice, you know, whatever it is, whatever sacrifice means to you, whatever you love to do, and whatever you feel like is holding you back, right? That's what you got to sacrifice to do it. You can't not do it. Whatever you hate doing is what you got to do the most. Me, I hate to run. I hate running. I hate that shit. I hate it so bad.
Yeah.
But I gotta do it. That's the thing. I gotta love it. Eventually I'm gonna love it.
Yeah.
Eventually I'm gonna love it. But right now I'm doing it because I know this is what I have to do to become a great boxer in the ring. I gotta go multiple rounds. I'm doing this for 3 minutes each round. Right? Right now I'm doing 8 rounds. 3 minutes each round, that's a long time. That's about 40 minutes. Almost.
What he basically just explained to you, for those of you who didn't get it, is that everything that you don't want to do is exactly what you're gonna have to do in order to go be great.
Eventually.
So if you don't like walking, you probably gotta walk. If you don't like running, you gotta run. You don't want to crawl, you gotta crawl.
If you love smoking weed and you know that's gonna hold you back, you gotta stop smoking weed. Sometimes you gotta just put the drink down, put the alcohol down, because you get drunk, you get crazy when you go party.
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta put that down.
Yeah.
If you want to be above average, you gotta stop doing certain things to help your career. Maybe when you get up to that level, then yeah, you can get back to whatever you wanted to do. You can smoke the weed, you can drink, go party. But now you're not at that level you want to be at. You can't buy 3 cars right back to back. You know?
Saying.
So that's how I see it. If I can't buy something 3 times,
Yep.
three items at the same time, the same day, I shouldn't be buying that. You know what I'm saying? So like say example, like if I see a car, if I got the money, I have the money to buy a car, but I can't buy 3 cars that day,
Yep.
I shouldn't be getting that car.
Yep.
I need to save my money until I can get 3 of those things. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Same thing for a
Absolutely.
house. Same
Absolutely.
thing. Yeah,
Absolutely.
same thing for a house.
Yeah.
If I can't buy 3 houses that day, why am I buying that right now?
Hey,
You know what
if
I'm saying?
it's gonna set you back, take it back.
Exactly. Exactly.
If it's gonna set you back, take it back. I'm talking to you. You know who you are. If it's gonna set you back, take it back.
Yeah, we're talking to you.
He's talking to you.
One more thing. Also, no, not one more thing, but also like if you have a goal, a plan or a dream. Me, it was boxing, right? As a boxer, I can't have a plan to be working at a security, being a security guard.
Yeah.
Because the security guard isn't my dream. That's the whoever's job, whoever is the CEO of that security, job. That's their dream. That's my security is my plan B, right? So now if boxing don't work out, I can go to my security guard. I still got a backup.
Right.
But now, in the back of my mind, what I'm doing by accident, I'm not even realizing. I'm not putting full effort in my boxing because I have a backup. So now eventually boxing's gonna go drift away. It's gonna get farther and farther away from me for my goals. So now security is what I'm gonna be doing for the rest of my life, which is called mediocrity.
Yeah.
Right? Because I could have been a great boxer.
Yeah.
Right? But I had this plan B. That's why I became homeless, because I didn't fuck that security job. Right? I'm here. I want boxing.
Yep.
Right? So if my plan A doesn't work out, I'm gonna keep doing it till it do work out. Because eventually it's gonna work out. Because if it doesn't work out and I got a plan B, this is gonna be here. Now I'm doing my plan B, and the plan B is not what I want to do. That's mediocrity. Right?
Yeah.
I want to do my plan A. I don't want a plan B. I don't want no other plans.
I'm only smiling because what he basically telling you is your plan A got to go through all the alphabets until you get your plan A off the ground. If you don't work for what somebody else has sacrificed to get, then you're going to end up working for what they sacrificed to get.
Yep.
All right? So you got to make sure that you put in the effort for your own dream and your own sacrifices for your own dream to make yours a reality. Because there are a lot of people that you got different things that you want to do in life. But the thing is, you're not shaping things around you in order for things to align up. He wanted to be a boxer. So then he started aligning things that was headed towards that road. So whatever it is that you want to do in life, making sure you're lining up things that's in the networks of it, right? Because as I've told you before, your network is your net worth. Do you hear what I'm telling you? Your network is your net worth. That's how you're going to build it. That's with the people that you put around you and the things and the energy that you put around you. So remember that. Yeah. So, first of all, I want to tell you, you are crushing it right now. For the people who want to get into this game or get into this lane right now, I hope y'all are taking in all of this information and all of these gems, all right? Because there's a lot of gems that is going on here. I hope y'all paying attention. Being brought to you in different ways and different phases. If you don't understand one or the other, I hope that you get it. Look it up if you got to, all right? When you're not in the ring, right? What's the regimen to keep yourself in tune mentally and physically? A day-to-day lifestyle for you with the workouts, what you're eating, what conversation is like with the team.
Well, I'm a coach and a boxer, but not registered coach, but mental coach.
Okay.
Mentally, I'm a coach, because I like to give the youth all the things I've learned. I try to give it to the young kids. Maybe they're not gonna know it. They're not gonna understand what it means at the time, because I'm learning, at a faster pace than they are. They probably still on the basics. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Absolutely.
They got to get a couple of fights to get experience in there. You know what I'm saying? So, but at least they know I was there. I told them certain things. If they ever want to come, if they ever need me, I'm still going to be in that gym.
Absolutely.
And that's I'm the type of person that's going to try to help you as much as possible. I'm not the type of person to gatekeep nothing.
No, that's great. That goes a long way.
I'll never gatekeep. I give all everything, because at the end of the day, I got to get better, right? I get better by teaching you, because now I see how it works, and I can actually, I'm seeing it from a different perspective.
You're getting a return on the energy of information that you're putting out.
Exactly, because and everybody's body doesn't move the same, right? My arm doesn't, some people's arm can't even, reach up here.
Right.
People's arms, they can't touch, their back. Some people can't touch their back, so certain ways you got to learn how to teach certain people, right? And that's how you can see, that's how you, so, because one day you might have to fight someone that you're teaching the way, how do I say it? Say if I'm teaching you, right?
Okay.
And you have a certain fight style.
Okay.
One day I might have to fight the style that you have.
Right.
But I'm teaching you,
right.
I'm teaching you certain movements.
Right.
And now I understand how to fight your style.
Right. Because you've been watching.
I've been watching you.
Movements. Yeah.
I'm not gonna fight you, but I'm gonna fight someone that fights the same way like you.
Right.
Now I will understand how to fight.
Because you need something that kind of mirror that image to kind of know what you're walking into.
Right. And I'm also teaching you how to fight as well. So you can be your best, you.
Which is a great segue for, and that's the importance of sparring, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Of sparring to really you're in there not only getting the workout, but you're also doing your mental homework as well as physical homework. Studying what can you do, what can you add in here, what if this happens, right? So it's always I feel like with boxing, there's always a plan within the plan.
Yeah.
You got to keep going through different things, because the fight can change each round.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
The fight can change each round. It can
like
start
that.
off one way, and then instantly you got to go with something different.
Even in the middle of the round, I know how to adjust in the middle of that round. I know how to change my whole fight style, my whole fight pattern.
Right.
In the middle of that round, I know how to do that because I practice how to do that.
Right.
And it's not easy. I promise you, it's not easy. It's a way of how you train yourself. Me, I like to spar. I'd rather spar than actually work out, do strength training.
Yeah, because you're a visual learner.
Visual learner.
Right.
So, yeah, I can get as strong as possible, but if I don't know how to fight, I'm not going to be good. I'm not going to win. Right. So my job is to win. So for sparring, that's what's going to help me, learn how to be in certain situations. Right. I might not be sparring someone that's my weight class all the time.
Right.
But now I'm learning certain, ways to slip.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people don't know how to slip the right hand. That's why they always go this way. Right? Me, I'm learning how to slip the right hand. I already know how to do it now.
Right.
I figured that out. I figured that out a long time ago.
Right.
I slip the right hand. I got to jump to the side. And they thought they want to. Boom. Right? All I got to do is slip here. Don't be afraid of that hand. Right? Yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? You might get hit.
That's actually great that you brought that up, because I always realize that in boxing, knowing someone's reach is important, right?
Yeah.
So you can measure the distance on really how far you have to, because untrained, somebody throw punches, you're actually going to lean it back as far as you can.
Yeah.
But trained, you only go, because I know how far this extends. I know how far I am from you and your distance and your reach.
Yep.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. And a lot of people are afraid of, getting hit. They don't trust their skill set to slip that right hand and move over to the side. Right? They're just gonna once they feel like they getting hit too much, they're gonna go back to the base. They're gonna go back to what they used to doing, and it's not gonna help them win. It's gonna help them survive.
You're righty?
Right. So I have my left hand in front.
Your left hand in front, right?
Yeah.
So what's the dynamic when you have to fight
the southpaw?
Yeah, southpaw.
So for me, how I do it, I tell everybody this, right? Right. Basically, my goal is to try and hit you with this right hand first, right? Instead of the jab, this is my jab now.
Set up.
Right. So I'm just our hands is touching now, right here. Boom. I'm trying to be on top of his hand the whole time, right? And keeping this here, so he don't just slip that jab in, willy-nilly. You know what I'm saying? So I keep it here. Boom. I try to throw here. Boom. Throw the right hand. Always want to throw that hook over. Because if I throw that right hand, now I'm vulnerable. I'm in a bad position.
Yeah.
So I gotta bring that back into
big energy. That's all I saw.
Bringing it back into my stance.
Yeah.
You want to always throw that hook back to your stance, especially when you fight in a southpaw. You know what I'm saying? So because that hook gonna scare them, right? That hook gonna stop them from coming in, right? Because if I throw my right hand and I don't throw nothing with it, I'm squared. I'm squared. They can throw whatever they want. They can throw a stab straight to the body, right? But if I throw this and he throws that straight to the body, I'm coming with the hook. Boom, couple uppercuts. You know what I'm saying? Always want to bring that hook often.
That's funny. That's funny that you said that. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah,
that makes a lot of sense. You basically taking away the power too at the same time, right?
Yeah, because now they're timid to throw.
Right.
They don't want to throw anything
because they don't want to go out too far, blow their cover, and now they're exposed.
Yep.
And you get hit with something that's why you said that hook is important to throw. Whether it's gonna connect or not, you putting it out there, it's gonna keep them as it.
Exactly.
Boxing science.
Exactly.
Boxing science. I learned something new today. This is my question I ask everyone. What's the moment, right, that you just felt like you had on something expensive, whatever, something that meant something to you, right? And everybody just felt like you were happy in this moment, but you really was just like a shell of yourself at this moment.
No, I don't even understand that question.
Meaning, like, it's like, for instance, when you were homeless, right? Did anybody know that?
No.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. What was that moment like? Everybody just kind of like, hey, what's up? You good? You good? How did you shoulder that? How did that make you feel in that moment with like not telling anybody that you were even in that situation?
I always tell the same thing. I'm good.
You're good.
I'm good.
Where'd that come from? Like just knowing that you had to be super strong, or just like a natural thing, just to like, just something that just built in you. Like I'm gonna be strong regardless, because it's just a part of who I am. It's just in my DNA to be that.
Well, I think it was more of like it's none of their business.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah,
that's a great one. Start there, right?
Yeah. But right. It might be deeper. You know, I got a lot. It's like
something to unpack.
Yeah, it's deeper than that. Maybe I don't know. It's, from the time being, it's like I'm good. It's like I don't really like talking about my life.
Right.
Now they trying to fix my life. They really can't fix it. So it's like now it's like.
So it's one of those things you adapted to being strong, because you ever heard the saying to be like, "Ain't no need in complaining," because what you gonna do anyway about it?
Nothing.
They're
not. I'm gonna do something. They can't do nothing about it unless they gonna give me some money.
Well, yeah. In that situation, right? No,
yeah.
No, for sure. Okay, that's definitely understandable.
Yeah, because my last resort is to ask money. If I'm asking you for money, it's because I got to.
But that brings on a different vulnerable side of you, though, if you decide to ask for money.
Yeah.
Because now your back is really up against the wall. Because initially, I'm good. But now that things is not being good, you're like, look, and what was that like? Does that take a lot of, like, pride to even be able to say, you asking for money? Because I know you don't. I'm assuming you don't really even want to ask that question.
No, but that takes a lot out of you
during that time when you did, though.
Yeah. But I was able to pay back all the dues I owed.
Blessings.
So I'm gonna give it back, even if I go broke again, just to pay you back.
Right.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna give you that money first. I'm not the person that's gonna hold the money because I'm almost broke. No, you gave me that money out of the kindness of your heart, so I'm gonna give you all the money I had to pay you back.
So you're first. very grateful.
Yeah,
very grateful.
For sure.
That's a great thing there. Very grateful. So are you grateful even after beating people up in the ring? I'm just asking.
Well, if honestly, I'm not an angry person.
Right.
It's just it's more of me showing my skill set. I thought about this, a lot. I always thought about like, why do I want to be, famous? You know what I'm saying? I think it was more of, not being seen how I wanted to be seen. I want people to know I'm not lame. I'm not, I am, one of those people that should be noticed. That's how I know. That's how I feel.
So you wanted to be famous to, like, control the narrative of your character, of who you are, like that you one of them ones.
I want people to know, like, they know somebody. I want people to know that they know somebody famous.
Ah, okay.
And also as when you're famous, you have more pull certain places,
Yeah. Okay.
and you can. And I like to help people. So
Mhm.
me being famous, I can help whoever I want just by the pull I have, you know. And I like, you know, me. I was homeless, but not. It wasn't homeless to where you know I was sleeping outside the street. I was in the
Right.
gym.
Right. Right.
You know, I was still in the gym. But it's like it's not my house.
Right.
That's how I see it as homeless. But I do have ideas for like certain people that are really homeless, like that live.
Yeah.
I'm over here at the Hollywood sign.
Okay.
I see like a lot of tents.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, certain people don't mind that they're homeless. They rather be outside.
Yeah. It was definitely a choice for them.
But for
Yeah.
the people that don't have a choice,
Right.
I definitely plan on trying to help out in the later years and when I'm able to, you know,
No, that's
because I
great.
know how it feels and I love seeing people happy and cry for joy.
No, that's
That's the
great.
best feeling,
No, that's
being
no.
able to help somebody out
Absolutely.
that they crying about it.
No, absolutely.
know?
Absolutely. Tears of joy is the best tears. You know what I mean? For sure. I could definitely 200% agree with that.
Mhm.
Shout out to your people. Shout out to your people. Your team. What's your team name? Go ahead and give them a shout out because I didn't catch your team's name. The team, your group, your corner. Your
Oh
corner.
yeah, Pryce Taylor.
Yeah, yeah.
Team Pryce Taylor. Shout out my coach Benny Ramon. Shout out my other coach Jason Ramon. Shout out my sponsors, Taco Por Favor, and they in Sunset over there. If you ever go to New York, go out there to Sunset, check out Taco Por Favor. Um, Shout out my moms. Shout out my family. Shout out everybody that supported me. Shout out everybody that believed in me. Shout out to everybody that didn't believe in me. Shout out to everybody, uh, you know, that want to see me great. Shout out to everybody that don't want to see me great. It don't matter because at the end of the day, I'm gonna do what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah. Yeah, what he said.
Big energy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Big energy. We get out here like that. Yeah. Yeah.